Good morning. Let's get that lighting a little better. Hi there. Happy Saturday. Join me, join me. It's like the sun is very weird today. I have you portable for a second because I want to show you something. We have a very cloudy day today. Morning. And so I'm trying to get my room better because I want to show you before I hook you into my little holder. That looks a little better. So I promised I would show you my makeup table when it was done, and it's done. So I'm gonna give you a look-see into my little room. Now, normally it's a little shop of horrors room, but right now it's very nice and clean because it's going to be on camera. So, let me spin you around so you can see it. This is my little ring light. Now you're all nauseated. So this is my little table that he built me. How nice. You guys, I have way too much makeup, but I kind of love it all. So this is where I do the magic, so to speak. I have so many little brushes. This is an actual little built-in that he made me. It's my favorite part because all these guys, you know, they're kind of loose and everywhere. And so he built it into the table. That way I can sink it down in there. I just love it. I'm so excited. I have so much room. All my stuff can be there. I'm a fan. He is fancy and so handy to have around. So now we're gonna put you back in your home. That's how I do it, guys. I would say he takes orders, but honestly, the amount of labor it takes him to do these things and what the wood costs right now, it probably would be cheaper to go buy you one. But he loves doing it, so he does it for me. Thank you. I love this top. It's honestly a little bit warm. It has a little bit of thickness to it, or maybe just the material hangs on. So I can't usually wear it until it's a little more right in between. So it's the short sleeves for summer, but it's hot when I wear it. Now I gotta get you where I want you. This is why I always tell you guys that I want to take my phone off my holder because it's like mass chaos getting you situated then. But it's fall. We have, I'm sure because of the hurricane, we have a lot of cooler weather that came through. So I get to wear it today. I know, I was like, okay, let's go put on some clothes. Maybe some pants, you know, just the basics for you guys. You're special. I'll wear pants for you. Okay, so I'm wondering if it's going to be enough light in here without my actual light on. I think it'll be okay though. Can you see okay? Is the lighting okay? I am going to do something different a little bit today. Not major different, just a little bit of different. I'm going to do some heavier full coverage than what I normally do because I've had a couple of requests for something, and I'm going to show a couple of ideas to cover up some things. Plus I have some hormonal stuff going on, and I need to cover some stuff up myself. So I don't know. I do the same skincare I always do, but you know, some days your face just doesn't like you. I don't know. That's the week I'm in. So let's go ahead and do some moisturizer. For those of you that don't know, my name is Stephanie. I sell Farmasi, and I'm happy you're here with me. So we'll jump right in. Farmasi is a clean company. It is European standard, so they do not sell anything yucky, so to speak. This is Dr. C Tuna. This is our brand of skincare, and I use the extra hydrating calendula cream. It's gonna be the yellow one. It is all over my fingers right now. So that's what I first start with. I didn't do anything today. Sometimes I'll do my eyebrows, sometimes I'll do my moisturizer, but I left everything for you. Try not to be too long because I'm on call for surgery. So that means that I am, let me do this. I've been seeing that lately, and I'm like, I never do that. I should do that to let you know that I love you. I love you guys joining me. I already lost my train of thought just that fast. So I'm going to do start to finish. Oh, I have so much to do today. I have so much to do. I say that every week, but this week's kind of for sure. Because I am on call, I have to be very focused on getting all my stuff accomplished because I have no extra time to do it. All right. So once you moisturize, then you're going to need to put on some primer. Some people don't wear primer. Some people do. I say wear it. It helps your makeup not settle into your fine lines. So instead of sinking down into your skin, it stays up top and just gives you the coverage that you want without getting that cakey feeling. So anybody that is, I would say, even over the age of 35, our skin starts to look different, act different than it did in our 20s, for sure, just like everything else. This is silicone based, so it looks a little bit like that. And I just put it all over. You don't have to necessarily do your eyelids because I do another primer there. But I put it anywhere that my foundation is going to touch. So I go under my eyes as well. And I focus on the little areas around my nose because that seems to be one of my trouble spots. I don't know. I hope you had a good week. We were super busy. I did go out last night and do my first fun thing in a long time. We have a Journey cover band that came into town last night, and so I went to see them at an outside venue. It was wonderful. It just felt so good to be outside and to be out and just, you know, with the people. I went out with the people. I'm thirsty today, you guys. So, anyway, that is what I've accomplished so far this weekend. I am determined to try to start living my life, being a little more out there and still trying to be safe. This is the primer that I used. It's VFX Pro Camera Ready. And like I said, it's silicone. This is the purple one that you can get. It is called Strobe Cream Primer. So that's a little better if you have really dry skin or if you just don't like the fact that silicone feels a little different to some people. We have two options. Farmasi has lots and lots of options. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use both of these today together. So I'm going to do CC cream very light, mostly in the area that I have redness, and then I'm going to go on top with the VFX Pro. That is more for someone that's going to have more trouble skin and feels like they need a little extra. CC cream works great by itself as well. You can just build your coverage and go up a little higher. But this is how we're going to do it this time, because I think for one of my clients that has requested this, that asked me, they would do better with double coverage because they're trying to cover a little bit more than the average person maybe. Hey Allison, how's it going? So that's what I'm going to do. So I got my handy dandy kabuki brush. If you guys, I probably didn't post that. I think I did it on YouTube. I've been doing a little bit of YouTube stuff too. And I've got some clients that have asked for that because they don't have Facebook, they don't watch Facebook. And so I washed my brushes on there the other day, which you guys have seen that before. So I'm going to focus in here and on my nose. It's going to be light. So this isn't going to be like I do this and then my makeup is makeup ready. And I also took down my mirror right here because I'm going to try not to do that today. I've been watching myself. I critique myself. It's okay. Can always improve. And I look off to that mirror way too much. So I took it down until I can figure out how to hang it better so that you don't lose my visual. Because what's good is showing you how to do my eyebrows if you can't see me doing them, I ask you. So I'm trying to focus on covering up this little area over here and my redness. Well, good morning. How are you, friend? So that is what I'm going to do. I don't know. I don't know if it's the closer I get to 50. I mean, I am 47. I'm not 20. I'm okay with that. So we'll go light like that, and then we're going to go in with the heavier coverage. So this would be if I was going out. This is not your go-to-work kind of makeup, although I do wear full makeup everywhere I go right now. Mostly because I like to put it on. I don't have to have it. I don't necessarily need it. And I can definitely go out without any makeup on. It doesn't bother me. But it's fun. I don't have any kids at home. I don't have any reason to have to sleep in every day. I still feel like it needs a little something right there. So I'm going to try a little bit of concealer in those areas. Maybe I'll wait. Maybe I'll do that after the VFX. Let's do that. So VFX is going to be our fullest coverage. CC cream I would call medium to full. VFX is full coverage completely. It's going to cover what ails you, so to speak. I'm going to go with like 2 good sized drops, only because I just did the CC cream, so I don't think I would need as much if I was wearing it by itself. And honestly, I could go out with just what I have on right now. But like I said, we're trying to do this special per request. And this is what I'm going to do. If you have something you want to see, all you have to do is ask me, guys. I will be glad to do it for you. It might not be what I wear every day, but I can show you how I would do it. Now, you know I'm not your major crazy looks. That's not kind of how I work. I don't do a lot of the heavier looks. Not really one for a major smoky eye, but we're going to try some things today. A little more look. I got 3 people that I'm working for right now. I won't say any names, but those 3 people separately have asked me 3 separate things, and so I'm kind of blending it all into one video. I might do a little bit more. Like one more little, we'll see. You know what, I'm gonna wait because like I always say, you should do a little less than more and do some powder. Look how shiny my forehead looks to you guys. It doesn't look like that here. So in real life, I'm not shiny. I don't know if it looks that way on camera or not. We do not have higher humidity right now, so I don't know what's going on with my hair. It's just extra curly lately, so I'm just like leaving it alone, letting it do its thing. All right, so those colors on me are CC cream is light to medium, and then my VFX Pro is 04. So 04. So the way it works is you have 2 different kind of undertones usually, or maybe you're 3, maybe neutral. You got neutral where you kind of don't have anything going on. You have cool. That would be for people that kind of like have a little pink to them. You burn easier. You don't tan right away. That's me. So I'm a cool undertone. And then you have yellow undertones. That's going to be your darker girls, olive skin, tan right away. Don't have to worry about being sunburnt too much. They're going to be a different one. So this 04 is the only real true pink cool undertone we have in this line. So sometimes you need to mix this with something else to get the color choice you want, which seems a little expensive because they're $24 for that foundation. So that would be $48, but you literally wouldn't have to buy it again probably for a year. Honestly, no joke. It lasts a long time. So I think investing up front is okay as long as it gets me, you know, longevity, so to speak. Because the foundations I tried before this were $45 for a small bottle and didn't match me right. So I'm willing to pay for something that works well. I'm letting that sit for a second. Then we'll go on with some powder and we're going to contour. This is going to be our colors today. This is Vintage Season. That is dust. So these are really pretty. It's got like a mauve color, which matches the shirt too. See, I think about you guys. I plan. I mean, I put on pants, but that's just because, you know, I might have to jump up. You never know. If Tara was here, she would say to go check my laundry, but I've already done that this morning. I've already got the things out that don't need to be drying very long. I am going to do, you know what? We're going to do all kinds of different things today. I'm going to do some contour with my stick contour instead of my powder. So that is another thing I'm working on for somebody. So this color, does it have a color? You know, I told you guys you need to look at these things when you first get them because labeling is not their forte. Let me look it up in my handy dandy notebook. This is contour stick. It's just one color. So it's 03. We have contour sticks and highlight sticks. So they're right there. So this is a little bit darker, but you don't have to worry about that if it's not your color because you're just going to blend it. So we're going to put it where I always do. Just like on the cheekbone. Now this one you are going to have to blend a little more. You know, you can mess up regular contour and it doesn't matter. You can't see it much. You just brush it right away. These are a little heavier, so you're going to have to actually work on where you want to contour. I need to be scooted over just a tiny bit, but I'll worry about that later. Get you a brush and blend. So you just kind of blend it in, and you can go in with powder on top of that if you want to. But you can see it's a little more of a dramatic look than my powder normally gives me. So you do want to put it where you want it. You don't want to put it too far off of where you want it because you're going to be contoured. But it just adds a little something. It just adds a little something. And then I pull it over, but I don't like to put it directly on my forehead because I feel like it might give me a little more. Depends on the angle of your face. If you guys look on my site, my private group, I post little tips in there sometimes. And I posted that one, depending on the angle of your face, is where you want to contour. But you can't really, I mean, you can make yourself look muddy, but you can't really mess it up too much. I mean, so you don't have to be worried too much. This does work great for the nose because it gives you complete control. If you've never put makeup on by looking at a phone, you don't know how hard it is to not use a mirror. So I'm going to use my mirror. So I go down my nose because my nose is a little wider than what I like. And that just, it slims you a little bit. That's why you put it on your jawline, to kind of make you look like you have more of a defined jawline. And I'm putting this on before my powder, and that will again soften it a little bit more. You just slim it out a little. Make it a little less than what God gave you. I mean, it's not really changing who you are. It's just making you a little better. Put it right underneath your lip to make your lips look a little fuller. I don't need much. I like that, you guys. It looks good. I mean, that's it. That's not much that you do there to make that just, you know, a little bit of a shift. A little shift. Now I'm going to put some concealer on to help in my trouble areas. You guys, it's so funny. This is a 31 compact. I'm going to venture to say I've had this compact, moved to Florida, almost 20 years. I mean, some things I just hang on to. So, I've been looking at my under eye situation and these spots, especially on by my nose. And I've been looking at ways to kind of work on them. And so many people say that if you're over 40 or your skin's just done that shift, that you should not do the V. That just pulls us down a little more, and we need all the help we can on lifting, not pulling down. So if you are younger than that, I think that's a great way to highlight and to work on that. But for anything over 30s into the 40s, I think that the consensus is we need more help pulling upward because you already get that drooping feel, and that you should focus on that upward motion. When you blend, you're going to take a little bit of it into where your under eyes are anyway, but doing the V just kind of, it would make sense that it would drop you a little bit. And so we're working on ways to not do that. You know what? I have some darkness under my eyes. This is life. I don't worry so much that I can't change everything. It's not plastic surgery. Let's just call it what it is. Yeah. I'll do powder next afterwards in a few minutes because I'm going to do my eyebrows and then I'm going to do my eye primer and then I can powder the whole thing at the same time instead of back and forth, back and forth. Eyebrows. Girls, this is not fast always. I'm sorry if that makes a really loud noise. When I hear other lives or I play myself back, anything that I do is close to the microphone, I guess it sounds kind of loud. So you can see, so I can see. I'm gonna use this little Benefit guy to make my line. Y'all should know the routine by now. You can do your brows any way you want. You can do pencil, you can do pomade, you can do powder. We have them all. For me personally, this pencil works better because it matches me a little better. And I can do my arch a little better with this. And then I go back in and fill in. So I do it really light right now and then I'll go back in. And half time I take off part of what I've drawn anyway. But I end up with a result that I'm pretty happy with. That's all that matters. You guys, if you live in Alabama, you know that this weather is just ridiculous. I think it's a little bit cooler in Florida too, from what I understand. Missy, is it 60s or, oh, I guess it wouldn't be 60s. Is it 70s? Low 80s? What is it? What you working with? Because it is 60s here and it is gorgeous. I have a washcloth, you know, that sits in my stuff and it's already wrecked. It's one of my makeup washcloths, so to speak. So I always try and do my brow or anything that's really strong on it so I don't keep ruining laundry. That may or may not happen. I'm gonna use the brow number 2 pomade. And I take it, it's a little bit, where's Tara when you need her? There's my laundry. She always laughs because she can hear my laundry go off in the mornings. You guys, I'm a creature of habit. And then I put it in the lid and I just kind of do this. So that is what I work with right there. So pretty much you're taking a lot of the product off. You're leaving yourself with very little. And then I'm going to take my brow powder. You do not have to do it this way. You don't need 3 products to make your brows. I have issues, so. And I just touch the top of it. This is the color I like, but the pomade is the thickness and the feel that I like. So that may be a little bit of a shift for you. I'm not trying to make it complicated. It's just after a lot of trial and error, this is what works for me. So get that off there. We're using a little angled brush and I'm just gonna fill in those areas that I worked on. If you don't even need brows or you're happy with brows, good morning. Well, you were on the road, so I'm always there for the replay. I hardly ever can catch the people that I like to watch on live. I always do replay because I like fast forward. And that's what I was going to say. If you don't have any trouble with your brows, you just fast forward this part. Because it does take me a couple minutes to do them. I find watching makeup videos very relaxing. So I put it on the background sometimes. I watch it while I'm cooking. It's just fun for me. So I go back into that for the other side. And then I just brush away what maybe I don't like, or if I got too heavy in one spot, or whatever. And I was noticing when I was kind of practicing this week that, is it this brow? One of my brows is definitely more full than the other one. They're never going to match completely, so I gave up on that very early on. Doesn't bother me anymore. It just, I mean, one of them has a complete different arch than the other one. It's just life. But I will get going in the mornings, and I feel like this guy over here, he's my best one. So I feel like I can do him a little better than the other one, and then I get to work and I'm like, they don't even look alike. What in the world? You guys, I use my little elf brush, $2. It's just my shaper. Star, when you get When I get done, go back and rewind my video and you can see my table that Alan made for me. He made me a makeup table to do my wives because he's such a good husband. And you can see that because I show it when I first come on. Because people have been asking to see it and I love it. I love it. Got a little gap right here. I gotta go in and put some in. Yeah, it's very neat. He just, we went and grabbed the wood, built it a couple weekends ago, and he finished painting it for me and stuff. We decided to just use paint that we had because I was like, I don't want to get into such an adventure that it ends up costing more than it would have if I just bought one. But nothing I looked at matched what I really wanted. So he's really good about me saying what I want and him going in there and trying to work up a plan to fix it. He's a handy guy. So when I started talking about fall weather, ooh, I bet it's really pretty at your house, isn't it, Star? The weather has made us, we've wanted a storm door since we moved here, and we moved in last year and we didn't go do it, and so we're going to go get one, I think, today. Because I love having the windows open and enjoying this weather. It's gorgeous. All right. That was only semi-painful. Brows are done. Done. Finito. So, I'm thinking about what I wanted to say next. Let's do some prime on the eyeballs. Let's do our lids. Do our lids. I got a little concealer brush. This is Real Techniques. You know, I told you I like that brand. I got that one at Ulta, I think. I got some money for my birthday, and so I went to Ulta and got a couple of things that I needed. A couple of things for customers, to be honest with you. I am planning on doing some consults here in the house. That was part of what the makeup table's for, just to make it a little more inviting. And so I needed some brushes that you can, you know, they have the little brushes like for the testers, and so I needed some of that stuff. That way you can try the mascara and you can try whatever you want, and it has a clean brush every time, and then you can just throw it away. So when I was there, I found this guy. That spot, just this couple of spots underneath by my nose, under my eyes, are just annoying. They are not a I can fix you with good skincare kind of thing. They are a you may have to go to a dermatologist kind of thing. So I guess that's what we'll do. Because I have changed nothing. My skincare is the same. This is CC cream powder. It looks like this. It's in the Be Fit line. It is called color correcting powder. So CC powder. And it has all the swirls and all the different colors. And sometimes I use transparent powder. It's fine too. There's just so many choices. You do not have to like get what I get or whatever. Just get what works for you. Since I have some color issue, I went with this one because it seems to work on all my areas. And it's very light. I don't like anything that feels heavy on my face. So that's what I use. And then I'm going to put that on my brows, on my eyelids as well. Because we used a cream primer. So we want to use, yeah, I think so too. And you know, I don't know why I said I didn't have an orange. I totally have an orange. It's called Orange Pop. Yeah, people that request bright colors on me, they know it's funny because I don't do them normally. I did do my yellow that next day. I think yellow is pretty. It's not as, you say yellow, black, green, those sound like, why would you put that on your eyes? But then when you get it on, you're like, oh, it's mild. You can do just a little bit. That's like the red, white, and blue palette. It's one of my favorites, but it'll last me probably 10 years because I touch it. I barely touch it. It has a lot of color. So, let's do some blush. I did get, I contoured a couple times this week with Biscuit, which is a little light tan blush. It's really good. And so I've been doing that some. That is great for if you need to go quickly. You need to get it done fast, get your makeup done fast. It's super easy. You know, I don't always take the time I do with you guys. I usually rush that job. One thing about doing my table and making it a little neater is I'm supposed to be able to just look over in 2 seconds and get what I need, because I spend a lot of time putting it on according to how I grab it. A lot of our girls have tables in front of them, but because of my setup and wanting to be closer to you, I can't have that width in between me and there because I feel like I'm too far away from the camera. So I put mine off to the side, which means I look to my left, what looks like your right probably, all day, but that's okay. I think moving my mirror did good because I feel like I'm a little more right in front of you. All right, this is vintage season. This is one of our trios. So on the trios, the way it works is the middle color is going to be your transition color. The brighter color is going to be the one you do just in the corner a little more, and then the bottom is going to be your highlight on your brow. You don't have to do it exactly that way, but it's made for you to take any guesswork out that you need. And I will use a fluffy brush to do that transition color. I'm going to clean it because I did some kind of bright colors at work yesterday. I did some coffee brown. A little heavier, I should say, not necessarily brighter. So we'll go in with the transition color, which is the middle. These are very pigmented. You don't need a lot. And you just start on the windshield wiper. I'll go down and hit my lid too. I feel like my lids are kind of neglected lately. I don't do a whole lot with them. Most of your color is going to be in your crease and off to the side. Well, this is a little darker than what I normally do transition color. So we will see how that works out. If you see a color is a little darker than your norm, then you just go light. Just don't overdo it. And you can see I hold my pencil. I hold my brush kind of low at the bottom. That also makes it where you're not heavy-handed. If you're up here and you're working, it's going to put a lot of color. So it's also rougher for your eyelids. So you want to stay down far on the brush and just windshield wiper. This one is the transition color, so you can go all the way up close to your brow. I think I hit that one eye a little darker. I'm going to brush it off of my brush and then just go back and kind of blend a little. That may have also had a little bit of yesterday's color on there. Yes, this is better. Looking at a small mirror is better for you guys. Well, hey Regina, how's it going? So, all over. Pretty much all over. I won't really focus on my eyelid, but the transition is part, you know, just 1 or 2 shades darker than your skin, your beginning color. So it's more of an all over color. So make sure you like it. You can't take a transition shade you're not crazy about and put it over your whole eyelid. You're going to not be happy with your color. If it's one of those colors that you're like, I'm not crazy about that one, don't pick that one. It doesn't have to be out of this palette. Go for something that you like. You know, I mix and match all kinds of stuff. And I clean off my brush in between. I'm not going to use this when it's too big for what I want to do on the corner. I'm going to go to something smaller. This guy. See how much smaller it is? Little bitty. Because that mauve color is pretty powerful, so we're going to do that little V off to the side. Just a little bit. You want to keep that focused. I think this will match my shirt very well today. Nice choice, person that picked this. You know who you are. I don't always tell you guys names of who's doing what because some of it is just, you know, some people like to keep their stuff private. It's like doctor-patient privilege. I'm like a lawyer. I keep my secrets very well. Sometimes I like, so my sponsor, I've watched her for a couple years now, and sometimes I like it when she calls my name out. She's like, hey, how are you doing? And then sometimes I'm like, it's like she can see me. Does she know I'm not wearing pants right now and I'm in my pajamas watching? The answer is always no, you guys. We don't know. If you guys will network this out to your friends, I would really appreciate it. That is how I get seen by more people than just my little group. It's kind of shocking when you think about how Facebook works. So it's an algorithm, and it depends on how your friends list works. But I don't remember, maybe 750 friends, but I see the same 20 or 30 people kind of all the time. That's kind of how it works. And so when you share with your friends, it gets me out to different networks. Even if it's some of our friends that we have in common, they may not see me on their list. It's kind of weird how it works that way. Facebook owns all the cards and they decide what we do. So I'm just focusing that outside, here and down. It's kind of like an upside down V. Go here and down. If I did not have a little bit of a hood to my eyes, I would probably stick right in the crease, which is in the middle, but I go a little bit higher because when I open my eyes regular, I want you to be able to see that color. See it? So when you close, you got lots of color on there and you see all this pretty, but when I open my eyes, or if I even look up, it's gone. If I stayed right here in my crease and then I open my eyes, all that color would be in there, sunk down. So you want to go a little bit outside of that. That's the thing that people don't understand about it. You can kind of make your own rules. What works for you? What works for your face? And the way that you find that out is to play with it. You have to practice and goof around with it. And some days I go to work and I'm like, yep, don't like that look at all. Won't repeat that one. But I don't care. I just go on anyway. Which is kind of funny because the only part you can see on my face at work is my eyes. So they kind of need to be right, but many times they're not. I'm just like, whatever. Trying something new, guys. Trying something new. And it doesn't take me long to do it because I know I've been asked by some girls at work that just don't wear makeup at all because they're so sick of the mask and the whole scenario. They're like, how do you put on makeup every single day? But I get up an hour before I'm supposed to be at work, so it's not like I get up really early. And I enjoy it. It's something that I like to do. So it's just my norm. I drink my coffee, I listen to friends in the background, and I put on makeup. This is me. Simple. Most days. My Halloween look may not be simple. We'll try it. We'll see. Let's see what we're looking like, guys. I'm digging it. It's a little bit darker on this eye. May have to do some correction. You guys have any plans? Got anything fun going on? Work has been busy. I say that every week, don't I? Work has been busy every week. You can just probably mark that down. It's okay though, because I like it. I like to be busy. I guess I didn't even do the third color in that. Let's do it. That is the little brush that we use. You're gonna get, your brush choice is important sometimes. You can do an all over look with one brush, but it's a little harder to do if you don't have a small one. We do have some brush sets, so you can look in there and see if it's something that you like. I also really like, oh, that'd be so much fun. Picnic will be great. I like Morphe's eye brushes. They give me a lot of choices. This little guy is a Morphe brush. I don't have a number because he came in a little kit. So this is what I do my outside of my eye with. Actually, most of my eye brushes are Morphe before we started selling them. I am waiting on our big brush kit to get back in. It's out of stock right now, which is what happens when something is really good. It will go out of stock. It'll come right back, but if you don't get it when it first comes out, you may be waiting. Oh, that reminds me. You guys, I stink at advertising sometimes. I just get on here and talk to you guys and hang out. We have a new mascara coming out. It's, I just ordered it. I ordered 3 actually, just in case, again, they ran out. They started with 50,000. They'll go through that in a matter of a week. So it is a, like, it doesn't have 2 wands. It has 1 wand, but it has 2 ways you can use it. One is to lengthen, and then one is to add the volume. So it's pretty cool. I'm going to see. Because a lot of girls There is a hair or an eyelash or something. It's getting me. A lot of girls do double mascara. I don't see my Zen. I saw it. I haven't used it in so long. There it is. It's driving me crazy, guys. I don't use Zen very much anymore because I fell in love with deep black. But this is what a lot of girls do. They take the Zen, which is our cheapest and most popular mascara. It has a little bit different of a wand. So you've got the longer end and the shorter end. And it doesn't hold tons of product. So this is going to lengthen. You can see it perfect right there. See how they're separated pretty well? That's going to give you longer lashes. And then when you have a brush that's a little more tight like that, that's going to give you a little more volume. So a lot of girls will do the Zen first and then go in with what they like the best after for their second coat. I don't do that, but that's what they're doing. So this formula is kind of taking that idea and putting it into one tube. So when the tube first comes out, there's a double little mechanism in here that soaks up some of the, it doesn't let you get a lot of product. So when you pull it out, it's kind of skinny, and the first top is kind of skinny. It lengthens, gives you that length that you're going for, a little bit of a curl. And then you close that up and you go for the second one. And when you pull that out, it's going to have more product on it. So that second coat's going to be a little thicker and give you that volume you're looking for. So I'm anxious to get it and see how it works. Again, what we will find out is, does it work for girls that have big lashes already? Or what about us girls that don't have much? Because that's me. I don't have much lashes. I just got baby lashes. When we come out with lashes, I'm probably going to try them and see if I can handle it. Never been able to wear them. I feel like there's spiders on my eyeballs when I do, but we will see. Just a little bit of brightening on that lid, you guys. What you think? I like it. It's cute. I'm a fan. I did a heavier coverage today for those that didn't catch me at first. I got some little spots I'm working on covering. I think it's hormonal. I don't know. Whatever. I'm getting old. So I did CC cream first as almost like a concealer. Like I did a first layer of CC cream. And then I went in with VFX Pro on top. So it's kind of like... It's really double foundation. Hi, Judith. How are you? Been praying for your sweet family, my love. I love you guys. So I did it's like double foundation in a way, but I cannot stress it enough that it does not feel heavy. Like you think it's going to feel heavy, it is not heavy at all. It feels like you are not wearing foundation when you put this on your face. You will be shocked. And if you don't want to pay any money, then you message me in Messenger and you say, this is my face, what do you recommend? And I will send it in the mail to you and I will prove to you that it feels amazing, and then you will buy it from me. That's how it works every time. Hey, Maddie. Madison Pope. You're so grown up. Oh my gosh. I'm going to work on not calling you Maddie Ogle, I swear. So we're going to do the eyelash curler. And we're going to give our little bitty baby lashes just a little bit of length. And try and get them from looking downward. Because that's, you know, I just don't have much to work with, girls. Just don't have much to work with. My Callie has the most beautiful eyelashes. And she still puts on her some falsies because she likes them. This is deep black. And what I do is I take off a lot of the product. Because you know, I don't like clumpies. I know it takes a little while. But then when they start calling you your maiden name, you'll be like, who is she talking to? Because I am closing in on 27 years, so I haven't been a Henderson in a really long time. Really long time. 27 years. Maddie, I've been married to the same person longer than I've known you. Longer than you've been alive. Isn't that crazy? Sometimes it's crazy. You guys, I go to the base and then I kind of wiggle upward. And that gives me a little bit of a extra. A little bit of something extra. So the first coat, I kind of just go over it a little, making sure that I'm separating them and that each little lash is getting a little bit of love. And then I go back in and kind of wiggle it upward. I cannot tell you. I don't understand it. It's just timing, I guess. It was just time for me to find something interesting to do because I was getting a little bored with myself. I love makeup. I love it. I love putting it on. I love helping other girls put it on. It's like a calling. It's so much fun. I love making somebody that doesn't always feel like she's confident feel confident. I barely remember you as a Davis. So that should tell you. I will always be a Henderson though. I don't look crazy on that bottom lash there. So weird, Judith. Seems like a lifetime ago we were hanging out at your house. It was a lifetime ago. That's it. I love it. I love that mascara. It's my favorite right now. We'll see if this new guy comes in and takes over, but Deep Black is my favorite. It's the one with the gold top. I think it's $14.90. So, you know, drugstore prices pretty much. Oh, girl, don't look a day over 39. Maddie, you're cute. I love you. So I have a surgeon I work with. I don't know exactly how old he is. He's not 40. So he's probably 38 or 39. Maybe 37. I don't know. And I was talking to him this week and I said, you know, when I first started learning about being a nurse or being in the operating room, my nurse taught me a lesson about a surgeon standing and waiting on you is like dead time to them. They have so many things they got to accomplish. You never want it to happen. And I was like, I learned that when you were still in high school. And he was like, whatever, Stephanie, you weren't a nurse when I was in high school. And I said, okay, I've been out of school just about 20 years. And I saw him doing the math in his head. He was in high school. He was like, oh my gosh. He said, how old are you? And I said, I'm 47. And he was stunned. I saw it on his face. It was kind of cute. He didn't know I was that old. I guess that's a compliment. But seeing him do the math in his head kind of made me laugh. This is 201. 201 lip liner. We're going to, you see how cute this look is? But if I don't do something with my lips, I feel like the nude look to them is just, it kind of brings down the face. Because everything's so pretty up to that point. Even if you just throw on lip gloss, I think it's better than nothing. I can't talk and line my lips. The other thing it does for you, first of all, it kind of gives you your cute little Cupid's bow, which is what this is called. And I have decent lips, so it's not a problem for me. If you don't, you can draw over what your lip is. Not a lot, don't go crazy. You'll have like some weird lips, you know, that look like a clown. But you can just go a little heavier with your line and then put your lipstick on. I think that's a pretty color. My liner and my lipstick, I always want to come off the bottom. That's where my little fat lips are in the bottom. Dana and Callie aren't on here this morning. I ordered them some makeup and I'm mailing it out today. They're going to be so excited. So you also, when you wear lip liner, it kind of helps keep your lipstick where it is and keep it on. So that's kind of cool. We have lip conditioner that you can always put on first and then do your lip liner. It has a click top. So that works really well because this is my new chapstick. I don't buy chapstick anymore. This is what mine looks like. It's gone because I use it that much. But I've had this one probably 4 months, and so I have my other one. It's in with my scrubs. But because it has that top, I can put it in my scrubs and I use it all day. When I go to the bathroom, I put it on my lips. It literally does what it says. It conditions. I appreciate you getting on here to say hi. It's okay if you don't wear makeup. I have some great skincare that you can also use. And I can send you samples of that. You don't have to wear makeup. I love you regardless. I'm not on here just for people that purchase. This is, you guys, I'm not going to know. I'm not going to remember. Let me think about it. I immediately, when I put it on, realize it's going to be a little bit off from that liner. But I think it'll work. You see what I'm saying? Goes straight to the bottom. Hey, Bree, how are you? Let's find out what this is. This is BB lipstick. It's like butter. So you know when you put on some lipsticks and they feel like you're tearing your lips together because it's just rough and plasticky feeling? None of our lipsticks are like that. That's one of the reasons I don't wear lipstick. I hardly ever did before this company. And I really like them. Let's find this guy. So I can tell you what color it is. I bet I'll be guessing though. Now when they come in, I'm so much better. I have learned from my mistakes. I'm gonna show you. And I keep my little label. You can see right on top there. Thank you. So this is 01 in my lip gloss. That way I can always remember, because once you take the sticker off, it's gone. So you need to kind of keep your sticker. Like some of them they put on. This one has one. But this guy, when I take the label off, he is naked. So we gotta go find him. Because if you ever wanted to repeat it, you're like, what color was that? I can tell you because I can go into your stuff and tell you what you ordered. But I just like to put my little labels on. All right. This one. I think it's Soft Kiss, which is 02. So they're called BB Nudes. And they are great. Really pretty colors. We have peaches and more mauves. Not a lot of really bright pinks. So I like that better. And you don't have to do lip gloss on top of it. It's great just like it is. So I love it. Thank you. I do too. I'm a fan. I'm a fan, you guys. So here is your look. This is vintage season. I like it. I would not have done it today if it wasn't for you, Missy. This is the color palette that I used. These are the 3-in-1s. We have new color palettes coming out in November, but I really like these because it gives you 3 choices to blend together. I don't have to wonder if they match. I already know it. Farmasi told me. So if you like the colors, that's perfect. There's 4 choices in that. You know I like Vice Brown. He's one of my favorites too, especially for fall. These are great fall colors. But with this color in my shirt, I knew that this vintage season would work. So I picked my whole outfit around that. I'm telling you, some Saturdays, I am the most made up person in Lowe's. That's okay. I'll go to Walmart like this. I get all cute. I even pick the earrings. I don't wear this stuff normally. I did it for you. It's like we're a date. So I am here to entertain my friends, and because I just love it. I always come out of this room, my husband's like, well, I'm underdressed. That's okay. Saturdays are for fun. So if you guys want to message me, I don't talk a whole lot about the company itself, like what I do. You do not have to go live to sell Farmasi. We get 50% off of all of our makeup. So if it's something that it looks like you'd be interested in, you know, some of my customers, they get into it, they sell to maybe 2 or 3 of their friends or family, and they do the 50% discount for themselves. I started off that way, but it just kind of boomed, and now I'm making an extra car payment a month, or now it's going to the lawnmower that we needed. So there's definitely income potential. It's not hard to sell it. It's pretty easy, and you end up being one of your best customers because I'm always going to buy this. It's me. It's what I'm going to wear. So I've never been disappointed with any of their products. And if there is any issues, if you ever have any problems with anything you get from me, you let me know and we make it right. So you don't even have to go through the company. I'll do it for you. I take care of you. That's my job. So if you need anything, jump in Messenger. Let me know. Anything at all. If you want to do a little party where you want to earn some stuff free, you can also let me know about that, and we can kind of go in Messenger. It's not like I go to your house. It's just we do everything online, and you do Facebook Messenger. You invite a few of your friends. I kind of scroll in and jump into the party, show you the products, talk to your friends. You get to keep the benefits, and you get up to 3 products for free just for doing that. It takes an hour, just like a Friday or Saturday night. So if you want to try that and get you some free stuff, it's another way you can do it. So thanks for joining me as always, guys. You mean so much to me. Share this out with your friends. That helps me build my business. And I'll see you soon. All right. Have a great weekend.